Tonight on CCF, we talk about S chassis, not the ones you're thinking of. And Alan's here. Also, Feed is here.
All right. Hi, I am Alan. I have a 1977 Datsun 280Z that has been in my family for over 35 years. It was sitting in my backyard in California, not moving, not driving, underneath a grapefruit tree. Back in early 2020, I lost my mom and I got a bunch of money back from a tax return, and I sunk a ton of money into my car. Put a 5-speed manual transmission into it that I got for free from my buddy Alex. I put all kinds of new stuff in there, drove it around perfectly for the first time in 21 years. I was about to go home on leave, and I had a 3-inch crack in my cylinder wall. So I went to my buddies in Las Vegas, Harmon Restorations, and 12 grand later, I have a brand new motor, painted engine bay, and every single nut, bolt, screw, oil pan, everything is zinc plated. Josh Martin literally did it.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's the most beautiful part of my car.
Did you say $12,000 to redo the engine?
Yes, but that was done in 4 days.
I see.
Jesus Christ.
Brand new block, crank, cam was stock, valve cover was stock, intake was stock, but everything else besides that, alternator, everything else, completely brand new. You know, refurbished block, but you understand, brand new.
12,000 American dollars.
Yes. Painted engine bay, hammer black intake, and like everything else just completely taken care of with all the zinc plating shit to go with. My entire valve train except my cam is zinc plated.
But the point is here, you have some expertise in the Datsun S30 world.
Oh, yes.
Here's the first one. It's a 78 Datsun 280Z. It's already sold. It was listed 1 week ago in Santa Rosa, California for $6,000. It's a salvage title car, bone stock, 5-speed manual, runs and drives-ish. Needs a brake booster and a tune-up for it to run good. Would recommend a trailer. So, a lot of rust underneath this thing, I'm gonna guess.
It looks like a California car.
Oh, base floor mat.
Looks like a California car. Probably the only rust is going to be underneath the battery box.
Aren't
Like
these pretty
everything
prone to
else,
rust?
Very. But the most common spot is going to be underneath the battery box. It bleeds into the passenger footwell. It's so bad.
Well, he took care of the passenger footwell already.
Yeah.
Dash is cracked. I mean, that's NES chassis, let's be honest.
That is true. Yes, absolutely.
They got the cup holder. That's actually really nice. Holy
Let's
shit.
not call it an S chassis because that's going to piss a lot of people off.
Well, it is an S chassis. It's an S30.
Yeah,
It's more S chassis than an S13 by like
no,
7
no,
It was
it's
the
like
original. It was the original S chassis.
It's a super technicality though. Like, this is a Z car. For $6,000, that's a bet.
Here's a 77 280Z in Mooresburg, Tennessee with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miles. L28 converted to a 4-barrel carb hooked up to a 4-speed trans. So he took an EFI car and converted it to carb.
That is extremely common because you can go from 130 horsepower to about 200.
Well,
Better compression, a little bit more displacement. It's very common. Also, fender mirrors cringe.
you get more displacement by changing the fuel delivery method.
So the 240 is a 2.4 liter. The 280 is a 2.8 liter. If you put carbs on a 280, you get more displacement than if you had the stock carbs on a 240. A lot of 240.
What?
Yes. Guys,
How does the carburetor change the cubic inch displacement
you're
of the
overthinking
cylinder?
It. You get
No, I'm
more.
not.
I'm saying it wrong, I guess. Anyways, the biggest swap for 240s, instead of an LS, they will take a 2.8 liter out of a 280Z, put that in, put carburetors on it, and it gives them more power, and it's better car because carburetor, instead of the 1977 injection system.
Oh my God.
It's a rust prevalent car. It will rust. Doesn't matter what you do.
Jesus Christ. The only thing left here is the rail.
That's all you need.
Man.
No, so there's like some idiots that think that he's right, that it adds more displacement.
They were hearing me wrong because I know I was wrong.
Neto Stink says it goes from a 6-cylinder to a 7-cylinder.
Oh, dude. Okay. No,
That's
that
what
makes
it
sense.
is.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
it is.
It's that extra injection
That's where
cylinder.
the extra displacement comes from. Thanks, Neto Stink.
This is a rusty pile of
It's a clean title. The body looks straight. I mean, it looks like it runs and drives, and it's a manual car.
Man, it's bad. Like every panel has holes in it.
Yeah.
It's been
So
like
that
Rust-Oleum
panel,
painted.
Yeah.
that panel right there is common, and the hatch.
But they're selling patch panels and repro fenders and all that kind of shit for Datsuns.
They sell all of that stuff now because these things are slowly starting to creep their way back up in cost. Just like every, old
S
JDM
chassis? Yeah.
Yeah, just like every S chassis, you used to be able to get them a dime for a dozen.
Mhm.
Now they're getting up there in price. They're
And
not
those
like
damn
the S13.
kids got a hold of them after Vietnam and ruined them all.
They're not the S13, S14s, but they're slowly getting there because this guy legitimately thinks he can get 8 for this.
Ain't happening. Moving on. Here is a S130, which I believe, Necker, you had one of these, right?
Yeah, I had a...
No
I
shot.
think it was an 82 turbo.
Black cherry with gold flecks, one owner, no accidents, clean title, never raced, never in snow or ice, always garage, never failed, California smog test, 5-speed tranny rebuilt in the late 90s.
If that dude owned it, hell yeah, I'm going to buy it.
Never mind.
Yeah.
That man drove it. That man drove it up PCH all the time.
No, he drove that bitch on Mulholland.
I bet he took it to. Oh my god, that's so clean.
He's got the color matched duct tape there.
Yeah. Custom ordered.
Starting to question this guy's. Oh, this thing also has 300,000 miles.
Josh Fulbright on YouTube says, who fucking cares about the miles? Literally every buyer ever.
Every single person that has ever
So,
bought a car.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Even at 300,000 miles, if I had money, I'd buy this for probably 9 because this is clean. It's straight. Yeah, the seat's but you can get a new seat for $300. The dash is perfect. The paint is perfect.
It's super nice.
No, it is.
It's super clean.
What does this license plate say?
Timmy Chan.
Timmy Chan.
Yeah, H-Town motherfuckers know what I'm talking about.
I mean, he's also from Los Angeles. So
Time Machine. It says Time Machine. He used to own a DeLorean.
Ah.
77 Datsun 280ZX, $7,500.
Yo, is that Post Malone?
Car does need a little TLC, but won't take much to have her styling and profiling. Endless possibilities to what you can do with this vehicle. Last fired her up summer of 2023. Stretched pretty thin on my time to do anything with her. Hate to have to get rid of her due to the fact that this car holds sentimental value to my heart. So just hope whatever happens to her, that someone treats her right. Straight 6 as far as the motor. Couple of new braking components on hand.
I mean,
How much you want?
$7,500.
yeah,
I don't think that's bad.
Let's see
scroll
it.
through the photos.
Let's see the whole car first.
Okay, the body is clean.
It's solid.
It's complete.
The body, even in the rust spots that I have, it's not there. It's
Look
missing
at
the
that
front.
dumbass
It's,
dog.
Yeah, dog sucks.
Hey, Necker, what dog is that?
It's some kind of dumbass dog.
Some kind of piece of shit.
Yeah, it like pissed all this oil on that cardboard. It's some dumbass dog.
Pomeranian. It's some dirty Pomeranian.
That's not a Pomeranian.
YouTube, what kind of dog is this?
I think it's a Shih Tzu that like hasn't been fucking groomed
Washed,
in years.
yeah.
The dog is actually white.
Next up, it's one more 280ZX. This one appears to
Ooh,
be
Black Pearl.
Oh no,
Black
this
Pearl.
this one. I thought it was an anniversary
Anniversary
one, but it
edition.
doesn't have the gold hood or black
Yeah.
hood, or
It's-
you know what I mean.
It's either a Black Pearl or an anniversary.
It's an exceptional looking S130 non-turbo.
Oh my god, that thing is so clean.
What do you think these sell for? On
Those-
old,
Probably 10.
Oh,
the old
280ZXs on Bring a Trailer.
Oh,
15
the
to
ceiling
20.
has to be 20.
the ceiling is $155,000.
It's a Fitzgerald race car, that's why.
Here's a turbo for 22.5 that just sold. It has 77,000 miles shown, but it's got the on it. It's a turbo. This is a much more desirable car than the one we were just looking at.
See, I've never seen. I always call those New Mexico rims.
Yeah, the New Mexico wheel. That's a much more PC name for them, yeah.
My Z had the
The New Mexicos. Here's a pretty average
Ugh.
looking Datsun.
$500, I'll
Dalmatian
take it as a
car.
parts car. $500, I'll take it as a parts car. It has good glass. You can see underneath the battery holder where all the rust is. That is the most common spot.
That seems like it wouldn't matter too much if that got rusty compared to all the other things that I see constantly rusting on these cars. You know, like, look at this f***ing thing.
yeah.
Again, common. It's a 240Z.
Here is a 72 Datsun 240Z, $9,600 in Issaquah, Washington. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Nobody f***ing cares, Washington.
Yeah.
Original engine, original carb, original 4-speed transmission, very solid bottom. Good floors, good solid rails, and very straight body. Just needs cosmetics, paint, and interior carpet, etc. It has been in my garage for years. Just applied for the title. Takes 4 to 6 weeks, asking $9,600. Serious buyer only.
No, it takes 4 foot 6 weeks. Who cares if we pronounce a Washington fucking city wrong? No one there even has internet. They're never gonna see this. Oh shit, is that original cobwebs?
That's a nice element, dude.
It is.
Yo, it fits a fridge, I heard.
I don't know.
It does.
Oh, the dash
Man, I
cap,
can't-
yeah.
I hate the dash caps on these.
That doesn't fit at all.
No.
Like the S13 one looks pretty good by comparison. At
They
least
they buy the cheapest ones they can find just so they have something. I say just put a carpet cover on the top
Ugh.
that covers all of it, and it looks so much better.
Does somebody make a good cap that isn't made out of carpet?
No.
This might be one of the nicer ones that we've looked at, to be honest.
Oh no, it is.
Donger Days in YouTube says, I saw a mint 240 with an old man driving it last week in Portland. Didn't want to bother him. It looked brand new. You 100% should have bothered him because that...
He would have loved it.
So I'll say it
and
like
I think
this.
that's the only way today to get a screaming ass deal on a car. You know,
Anybody, if you see a 240, 260, 280 on the street and you're able to talk to the owner, do it. Because that's the kind of stuff they live for. Like mine, I get stopped all the time and people talk to me. They're like, hey, I used to have one. My mom used to have one. My friends used to have one. We loved it and we wrapped it around a tree. That's the same story that they all say.
Datsun 240Z, $35,000, 75,000 miles. Matching numbers, 72 240Z was manufactured in November 1971 and is powered by a basically 2.4-liter six-cylinder engine, making 150 horsepower at 6,000 RPM.
Cap.
Is that right?
That's cap. Even at their best, they're doing 130.
It claims 150 on the
That's
panel.
gross horsepower. Actual horsepower is maybe
well,
130.
it's SAE horsepower.
Nissan's
So
capping.
They are.
That's how they rated horsepower. Then it was a bare engine with no accessories on it.
Oh, this
'Cause,
is
like,
like the old days horsepower numbers.
My motor is
Yeah.
rated at 170, but it does 130.
Is that a fucking aerial atom?
Yeah,
Yeah, and a Ferrari Testarossa.
I think he's right. And a Viper.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing with these. A lot of the owners who have owned them for a long time, they love to treat them like Corvettes, you know? They say, oh, it was manufactured at this time, only made in this color with this interior color option.
Oh, yeah.
It only has this amount of miles, never smoked. They love doing that stuff with these.
Never nutted in.
This thing could pretty much go for whatever he wants. Haha, there you go.
Joke.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you what, man. I think that's worth every cent of $35,750. Now here's its evil twin, the $6,500 73 240Z. Nothing ridiculous about this post, folks. The car is for trade only, for a CR500 only. Otherwise, it's not for sale. Some people have a problem with this. Almost like it belongs to them and not me. Ha ha. Well, this one has also a motherfucking sunroof.
Dealer option.
Oh yeah.
Ugh,
Dealer option only.
absolutely disgusting.
Also, soft tops, dealer option.
Oh yeah, they made convertibles out of these.
Yep. They are ugly.
Yeah, those
They
are
look
foul.
they look like a Triumph. Look up the 280Z, 240Z Pantera top. This is something that I'm on the fence about. A lot of people like them, a lot of people hate them.
Yeah, it's called cringe, Alan.
I hate them on 240s too. Yeah, that's disgusting. If you like that, dude, fucking the kind of person that puts this on their car puts a spoiler upside down on the bottom.
So here's a 76 280Z daily driver for $89.99 in Camass, Washington.
Cum ass.
So this is a 76 280Z. It's got
It's got all the rust cover up and it's all molded to the body.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
so
dude.
the
Nope.
that front end and rear end conversion are so common.
Oh yeah.
It looks gaudy. It's fucking like early 90s type beat. I hate it. Especially how far that bumper sticks out.
You know how people talk about like chicken wire front end?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This
That's
motherfucker got straight up barbecue grill front end.
Offset smoker conversion. It does have a little rust in the engine bay and a little on the rear
Told ya.
hatch, but both spots are easily replaceable with low-cost exact panels they sell for Z repair. No hurry to sell. Great candidate for a full restore that you can drive right now.
Those are the rims a lot of people put on 280ZXs.
Like NK92s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at how far forward that wheel is in the wheel
Yeah,
well.
the
So
rear
that's
was
stock.
looking weird from the first picture
stock.
too.
That's stock. That's how they come stock.
That's
That's
fucked up.
crazy.
It's wild.
That looks bad. That looks
Yeah,
Really
all
bad.
Z's have that. It's an angle thing the way he took the photo, but it is bad. They are all like that.
let's
You'll
keep
notice
looking.
it now.
Oh, you're right. I am noticing it now. What in the
Pretty fucking clean. I'd say this is an 8 or 9 grand. He could probably get 10.
runs and drives fine, minimal rust, speedometer and odometer don't work, so mileage is off, 10,000 OBO, cash only.
That'd be a good buy. The only thing I'm iffy on is the sunroof.
Oh, I didn't even notice that has sunroof. Yeah, gross.
Ugh.
Absolutely disgusting. Moving on.